Alright folks, we're going to do a little instructional video on making us a knife sheath for this knife I'm working on here. And what I've done already is laid my knife out. I've drawn it around the knife. Usually leave about a 1/16 of an inch outside the edge. I went a 1/2 inch over from there. I've got the design of my sheath here. So what I do next on this, now this is just my method. You may want to do something different. I always just cut this out with a utility knife. For me, it's a little easier than scissors. You might want to use scissors for this step. But the first thing I do here, get this cut out. I'm starting to make these videos for YouTube. I was trying to do some on TikTok. Well, I can't get long enough videos on TikTok, so I've created a channel on YouTube, Rugged Cross Knives. So if you see this video, like and subscribe to my channel. We'll get that cut out. And then the next thing I do is I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to trace this out so I'll have a front and the back. Now, till you get used to sizing up your sheaths, making sure you got the width and you're going to have enough depth to go around the handle. You might want to do these steps out of just regular paper, floppy paper. I've kind of graduated up from that because I've got a little more perception on exactly the size I need them. So once I get these cut out, I don't have to go back and transfer them from the floppy paper to the stiff cardboard. I like to have my final pattern on cardboard. It just makes it easier to trace out on your leather and things like that whenever you get ready to use the pattern. And I make quite a few of these style knives, so I had I've been doing a similar style sheath with them, but I wanted to change it up some this time, so I started from scratch here. But just taking your time, folks, makes a big difference. Now, once I get me a front and a back, you see how that knife is going to fit in that sheath. Alright, and I'm going to hold this over and just make sure that this thing is going to fold around where when I put my sheath together and sew it, I've got room. The knife's still going to slide down in there. So we're going to be good on that part. Alright, so we'll wind up using this piece right here to trace our front and back of the sheath. The welt that I have traced out on this one, we're going to cut that out, and that is what we will use for our welt to go inside the sheath, keep the blade from cutting through the sheath and through the thread. And again, you can use scissors on this step if you want to. That's easier for you. To me, it's easier using the utility knife. And see, that gives us our welt. It'll be a separate piece that will get attached inside the sheath, and then we'll have a front that goes over that. Knife will slide down in. Now, beyond this point, your next step is going to be to get it traced out on the leather. And for that, I'm going to make a part 2 to the video. So right now, we have gotten past the first step. I'm trying to keep these videos short if I can. We're right around 6 minutes on this video. I'm trying to keep them entertained. I tell you what, let's go ahead and get our leather. Get it out here. And let's trace out our designs. Well, folks, I'm going to tell you, order this live oak veg tan from Traditions Leathercraft. They are a great company. Just started using them recently, and man, I'm gonna tell you, their customer service and their products is excellent. Now, what I'm doing here is just placing these on here, making sure I got enough leather to get 3 of them, 3 pieces. And I'm just going to cut out the piece that I need for this project. And what I always do, never trace anything out on the front of my leather. I want to flip that over to the back side. Look how smooth. That's some good leather, good quality leather. This is 8-9 ounce leather. That's what I use on all my sheaths. But what you want to do, always mark. This is going to be outside front, and this will be outside back. Now, why that's important is when you lay it on the leather, you got the back side of the leather up, so you want the outside to be on the good part of the good side of the leather. So you'll place one here, you'll flip it, and then of course you got your welt piece. Doesn't matter how that's turned, it's not going to be seen. And then that'll leave us a little section over here to do our belt loop in the back of the sheath. But your next step is to get those traced out, get them cut out. And we're going to save that for the next step of this video. So like and subscribe, folks. I'm going to have a lot more of this coming. I'm going to do some instructional stuff on the knife making, getting the metal forged and cut out, shaped, handle shaped, pins put in. Just like and subscribe. Thank you.